Hello everyone and welcome to your reading of the Rose TAROCLE. My name is Rose and today I'll be doing a reading for the zodiac sign of Aries for the month of March 2022. During this reading, please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Since this is a general reading, it may not resonate with you 100%, okay? If this is the case, please take a look at your moon, rising and Venus signs to get a better picture of the message Spirit is guiding you towards. If you wish to contact me, all my details are in the description box below. Before we start, I would like to thank God, Source, the universe, all the archangels and angels of love and light, all the spirits and spirit guides of love and light, for guiding me to share my gifts with you all. If you like your readings, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, darlings. So Aries, let's get started. I meditated over your cards, shuffled them, prayed over them. They are now ready for a good reading. This lamp is a bit scary for me. Hold on, guys. Yeah, that's better. Oops, scary again. There you go. Right. So, Aries, let's take a look, shall we? Try and put it as up as possible. As high, I mean. Aries, And let's give a last shuffle for your overall energy. I just feel like it, guys. Something is taking a lot of time. And it's calling on you to have patience, but let's see what comes out. You receive the Wheel of Fortune, darling. Now let's do your clarifying deck and see what comes out. Give me a moment. Something is amusing in your cards here. Caught my attention. Oh. All right. Ooh. Nice. So Aries, things are obviously going to change in your life, so let's begin. Let's see what's all the good news about. Give me a minute. Oops, dropped. Nice. So Aries, you're keeping an eye out on somebody over here that you're very interested in. So someone has your heart, okay? This is somebody you think about a lot, and Aries, Uh, take it how it resonates, okay? Put yourself where you feel fit. Either your person, you will come on your person's side, and some of you will come on the side I'm reading for. Now I'm reading for you, Aries. What's going on with you? You're keeping an eye out on somebody over here, okay? And I think you have your hands in many pots, okay? There could be some distance in between you and a person over here, and this person brings you a lot of fulfillment, but I can see clearly over here you have a lover on the side. For some of you, you might think your person has a lover on the side, but I'm reading for you now. So it feels as though you have a lover on the side over here, and you're keeping this information to yourself, okay? You also have somebody on the side, you also have someone over here who could be your main person, and it feels as though I'm talking to an Aries man. So the man will be here and perhaps the woman will be on this side. So there's a person over here who's demanding truth and clarity from you. They're asking you to be honest, and they're not buying into some kind of story you're trying to tell them. Okay, so you feel as though you cannot get around it for some reason, yeah, and instead you're keeping it a secret, or you're keeping it to yourself about this lover that you're having. So you're having a full-blown relationship in secret over here, away from the other person. It is a root. The root cause of it is that you have been flirting around with other people. Okay, now there's something you have to be careful about, which will come to you in the outcome. Okay, so let's see what the person on your mind is thinking about. The person in your mind is feeling backstabbed, is feeling betrayed, is feeling hurt, is feeling all sorts of betrayals over here. Okay, they feel as though they've been taken advantage of. Okay, now I think you're going to give them a communication. Yes, that is coming from your side. You're going to give them a communication, or they're waiting on your communication or something of the sort. Yeah, about a new beginning in this relationship. Perhaps there was some kind of a promise, a long-term commitment promise, or something of the sort, which was going to lead towards marriage. Okay, so clearly you can see that this person has been very loyal towards you, and they feel they've been very loyal towards you, and they've been calling on they've been praying, and they've been manifesting you back in their life. But I can see clearly they've been hoping and having patience with you, but I can see now they're making a decision to move on. Okay, because they feel as though they have spent a lot of time in waiting around and giving chances, so they are deciding to move on. Okay, this could have been a soulmate relationship. I think it's this person over here. Okay, that was what you were thinking about. You have two people, one here and one here. Feels as though you decided to play around. Whoever decided to play around is because they were not under scrutiny from their person, because there was some kind of distance. So they took the advantage. They took advantage of just messing about. You know what I mean? Instead of investing in the relationship, they were investing everywhere else. You were investing everywhere else. Now, this could have been quite a stable relationship. The person on your mind, yeah. Could have been quite a stable relationship, but I think something happened over here, which we see here, which could have messed it up big time. Now, there is some kind of news you're receiving. So there's a fruit. There's something developed. There's some developments over here, darling. Getting juicy. So you could have received some kind of information with regards to this third-party situation. So this, I think someone over here could have got pregnant, or could have a baby, yeah, on the way. So all this messing about could have produced some kind of a pregnancy over here, which is giving you quite, it feels as though I'm reading for a man. So women, Aries, you put yourself on the other side here, okay? Because I'm getting a lot of male energy. So anyways, let's read. So you could be receiving some kind of a news, okay, and this news could be the product of this extracurricular activity that was going on the side, away from the main relationship. Now that has got you a lot of anxiety, that has got you a lot of grief, because that is something that is unexpected, right? You were not expecting that person to get pregnant, or not expecting it to, carry on. Perhaps you're just playing around with that other person on the side, yeah, filling up your time. Idle mind, remember always, an idle mind is a devil's workshop. So you were busy with your workshop, darling. But now your workshop is adding another person in the mix, which is a pregnancy. So it's sorry. That was what was amusing for me. So now it's bringing a pregnancy into the mix. Okay, so this is causing you a lot of grief, a lot of anxiety. You do not know what to do. You want to end that relationship. You want the person to, end that pregnancy or something of the sort, yeah? You just want it to go away. See how desperate it's coming across here. You just want this whole thing to go away. I think you're going to have a lot of arguments with your side lover, and there's a lot of problems that you could be facing, yes, coming up. Now, if you've not reached the stage, and if you're just chasing somebody on the side, I would suggest you stop, okay? Because you can see how it's going to go over here. So it's going to lead towards a pregnancy, and this pregnancy is the fruit of an extramarital affair, or a one night stand, or an affair, or something of the sort, yes? Whatever it is, yes, now you're faced with a dilemma, and you want to end that pregnancy, or you want that your person to end that, or your side person to end that pregnancy. You do not want this information to come out at all, because this is a clear shot proof that you have been cheating, okay? Now it's over here. Clearly you will be very much in your mind. You'll be, it's like it's like it's like karma. You know what I mean? So whoever the masculine in this situation is, if the masculine has been messing about, yes, the masculine is receiving their karma. Whatever has been done in the dark is going to come to light, okay? This was a beautiful relationship that they let go of. They decided to mess about over here on the side. They were quite chuffed with themselves, yeah, because they were having fun, yeah, while the other person was in grief, trying to make sense of why their person is behaving so weird, right? But now whoever has been behaving weird, which is the masculine over here, as we can see, yes, is being put through a cycle of karma, and this karma is not looking nice at the moment. Nope, not looking nice, sorry. So here we can see that at the end of the day, whatever was hidden is going to come to light. And not only that, there's a lot of skeletons in your closet, darling. If that's the case, I think you'll be going through a dark night of the soul. You'll be forced to face your demons, and I'm not sure if you'll be prepared for it. And if you're still in this stage, earlier stage, there is still time to get out of that mess you're going to create in the future. You have the whole month to go through. Some of you it's already occurred. For some of you, you'll still have a chance, okay? Everyone is on a different timeline. It's a general reading, and I can't really tell you where you are until you get a personal reading from me or any tarot reader. Right. So here it's clear there was no love in that situation. It was a purely sexual relationship, okay? There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So while you were faffing about, yes, and playing around, it was okay, yeah, with the side piece or whichever piece it was, a piece, right? So while you were playing around, it was okay. But then when this pregnancy is going to be revealed, yes, in Hindi we say what? pura nasha utar gaya, meaning to say the whole trip has come down, you know what I mean? Meaning to say, if you're drunk, all the drunkenness has gone away in an instant. That's how shocking it's going to be to you. And that person that you are messing about with is not going to be looking anything good to you in your eyes, yeah, because well, you were not expecting it, and it looks like it was some kind of a karmic lesson for you. And how are you going to go back to the person, the main person here? How are you going to let the main person know about this mess? Especially if there's a lot of conflict over here, wherein the third party is not willing to give on the pregnancy, terminate the pregnancy or something of the sort. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. Hey, right. So I think you're going to be faced with a decision that you will need to make. Yes, whether to go visit your person, your main person, or to move away from that relationship completely in order to avoid any kind of defeat. Yeah, because now if you've been lying to this person all along, saying, you know, that they're wrong in their suspicions about you, this and that, and now this pregnancy comes up, what you gonna do? How are you going to hide that? How are you gonna save face? How are you gonna do this and that? Your ego. So on and so forth, darling. You're deep in thought about it. You're thinking a lot about it. You're going to be spending a lot of time on your own. Yes, and as we said, yeah, before I remove these cards, I think I said that you will be going to the dark night of the soul, which you will. Okay? Which you will, clearly from here. You're being asked to pull yourself back from everything that you've been doing. So if you've had any vices, for example, yeah, it's time to pull yourself back from anything that's you've been doing that has not been suiting you, your relationship, and it's only been hurting people around you. If that's the case, it's time for you to pull back from all these things and spend some time with yourself. You need to learn how to center yourself, okay? Because now this is a tough pill to swallow, okay? Because now with this unrequited love situation wherein you had only sexual relationship with somebody on the side, is you're having a child or a pregnancy as a product of it, and now you're going to have to be around for, you know, a long time, or some of you won't, but whatever it is proof of the pudding that you were messing about, while all the time over you were saying that you were not, when your person was asking for the truth. You were denying it to your person, to your main person, right? So now it's come out anyways. So over here, you're trying to control the situation, you're trying to control the whole thing, bring it under control of whatever words you want to use, yes? But things are not going to happen according to how you want it to happen. The more you control it, the more it's going to be released out, and the news is going to be around, okay? The point here is to take accountability, to take responsibility for your actions. Yeah, take ownership for what you've done, apologize, and make amends. Now, over here is saying, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Yes, because you need to let go of any kind of control. Where I can see over here, you're fully trying to control it so that all the skeletons in your closet do not fall out and do not just, you know, give a good old surprise to everyone around you. So I think you're praying really hard. You are hoping to God that things do not get revealed. You're hoping to God that you do not stay in this confused state of mind, you know. Actually, you want to come out of this confused state of mind. From what I can see over here, you are more than likely to end, if you get this news here, about this pregnancy, it's clear over here, you're more than likely to completely end that relationship. Okay? And there's going to be a dirty little secret. Clearly over here, you're trying to find ways and means to kind of justify or to kind of move away from this mess that has been created. You're trying to form a storyline wherein, you're not to take the blame, but if you do that, karma is here to be served. I don't know if it will just get you in more of a mess. Yes, so it's time perhaps you come clean. Otherwise, the mess will get bigger and bigger and bigger, and your karma will, play around with you for your future. So think long term for yourself. Think about how your actions affect the people around you. Think about reforming yourself perhaps whilst you're in a relationship. It will also give you time to think about, I can clearly see you'll be thinking about your actions that you've taken in relationships, your behaviors, why you've been behaving the way you do in relationships. So perhaps if it's some kind of peer pressure, you like to impress the others, your boys or your friends, to show that you can mess about and you think it's a good thing, it's a manly thing to do, it's not. You'll just make yourself look like a fool. Now if I'm being harsh, sorry, someone has to be. Yes, but I'm being nicely harsh. Yes, I'm not being terribly harsh to you. Well, if you were in front of me, it would have been a different story. You know what I mean? If you were my client sitting on the other side of the table, darling, you would have got it straight up. No frills attached, darling. But now, since I was reading through your storyline, I'm telling you nicely, it's time for a reform and restructuring of or deconditioning of the way you have been up to now. Yes? It's time to live in truth. It's time to live in your bare self, and stop trying to impress people. You only get yourself in trouble and nobody else, right? So perhaps it's time to come clean to your main person, apologize, take the brunt, whether it's going to be a breakup or makeup. At least you've been honest, right? You have to take accountability and responsibility for your actions. That is if you have the, as it is said, that is if you have the balls to take it. Now, right. So karma is here. The wheel is moving anyways, whether you like it or not. Yes. The only person who can cause a blockage in your life at the moment is you. So if that's the case, you'll be on the negative side of the wheel. Yeah, you can't stop, you can't control it. Even though you would like, and you'd like to do your best to control it, which I can see you are, it's time to release all and any form of control, because it is going to backfire if you do so. Right. Right. I think I've spent enough time on that. Perseverance is your soul's journey card. So let's read. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Great. Fantastic, isn't it? So, you want to persevere through the situation. Yes, and you want to make it right. It will be a good thing to do. But if you want to persevere in your nonsense and your lies, well, you see who's here. Be careful. Right, so, Archangel Michael is appearing in your card. Archangel Michael says, forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. Archangel Michael is saying, to forgive yourself, you have done nothing wrong. So from that, what do you get? Things are supposed to be the way they are for a reason. This was supposed to be a part of your path. You know what I mean? So certain series of incidents was supposed to happen to kind of put you here, that takes you inwards to reform yourself, to wrap up the karmic debts. Good. So please say this prayer with me to Archangel Michael. I ask that you help me let go of self-blame and forgive myself. Please guide me in releasing any toxic anger or fear towards others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for allowing me to feel centered and at peace. Thank you, Archangel Michael. There you go. I feel this is the masculine and this is the feminine. So I usually read this as Aries and this is the person on their mind. But this today it's very, very sectioned. Yeah, sorry, I was checking my candle to check the energy because that's which is black. Let's see what initials make sense to you, and I hope this reading makes sense to at least one person. Good God, it was so challenging for me to go backwards and forwards on that. You received P, Q, V, W, Z, L. Okay, if any of those initials make sense to you. Now let's see, what is this? The zodiac signs, right? Received Virgo, received Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Cancer, and Gemini. What is this? Aries, right? Yeah. So you could be dealing with any of these signs, or any of these signs could be prominent in your person's chart. So my darling Aries, this was your reading, a bit challenging. I don't know what to name your reading. Caught red-handed, isn't it? Oh. Have you been caught red-handed? If someone gets caught red-handed, do let me know. But definitely you've been cooking up a soup here. Soup of lust. Oh dear. Please don't invoke my poetic side, you know what I mean? Oh, it's hilarious. It's more like dark comedy, my poetry. So, what should I call it? I can't even talk back to you guys, can I? Yes. Yes, my mind is not working. A messy soup, isn't it? It's quite a messy soup, really. It's not even juicy anymore. So I'll call it a messy soup pot. How about that? A messy soup pot. So my darling Aries, a messy soup pot it is indeed. So thank you all for tuning in for your reading, and I hope it resonated with you. If it did in some way, shape, form or the other, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you've subscribed to my channel already, I thank you for being on the channel with me at the Rose TAROCLE throughout, and for your support, love, and for your donation as well. Until we meet again the next time, my darlings, I love you. Take care and God bless.